8:50 p.m. Tuesday, November 19th, 2019. Episode number 759 of Oh Yeah Dude. My name is Jonathan. This is Seth. Hello.
Hello, Jonathan.
Seth.
759, you said?
Yow.
Oh yeah, dude. America, through the eyes of two Americans. Thank you so much for joining us. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. As we roll in here, as oh God. You know how at the end of the year we got to watch all of our shows that look back on the year? Not this year. Look back on a decade. Wow. Think back, Jonathan. We're just kids. We didn't know what we know now. We didn't know what we know now. Is that a safe assumption? Do you know more now than you knew then? About everything? About yourself?
Yes.
About humanity? Is it safe to say that you'll know even more in 2029? About me, about you?
I guess.
Wow.
I mean, you got to start forgetting at some point, though. Right? You got to give up.
Around 2025, it starts to turn the other way.
I think, what is it? The less.
It's the more you know, isn't that the slogan?
The more you know, the less you learn. The more you realize. The less you realize you know. The more. The more.
Oh yeah.
The more you grow, the less you realize you know.
That's something. Hey, let me tell you about a couple friends. Let me tell you about a couple friends. Getting the light here. A man and a woman.
Should we get you like a headlamp, maybe?
Like some sort of a mining helmet?
Yeah, well, just a little contraption maybe to illuminate your...
My cards. If I just had a more direct source of light that could just... Like a mining helmet. A man and a woman from East Hollywood. That's where we're from. East Hollywood. Authorities have dubbed them the discount Bitcoin bandits.
A little bit. So discount is part of the title?
Discount Bitcoin bandits.
Bitcoin bandits would have been okay.
The Bitcoin bandits are a crazy crew.
Yeah.
I love them.
Yeah.
The discount
Bad news,
double check.
Bad news bears.
Bad news bears.
Discount bandits. No, Bitcoin bandits.
Bitcoin bandits. Badass Bitcoin bandits. Wow. No discount. They were convicted. They both pled no contest to charges. They were robbing people. What they would do is they would go on Craigslist and other internet sites, and they would say, hey, this was during the Bitcoin craze of 2017 when it was at its height. I'd basically go on Craigslist and say, hey, I have Bitcoins and I want to sell them to you at a discount. So if you could meet me in this very dark, empty Orchard Supply Hardware parking lot at 2 o'clock in the morning, then it'd be real easy. I could give you I don't even know how that, what is it on some sort of a
flash drive?
Flash drive maybe or something.
I don't know.
However they did it, they would then
rob the people.
A gentleman would jump out of the bushes of the Orchard Supply Hardware and say, gotcha, with a handgun. And they got actual cash money.
Right, so people were trying to give them cash money.
People were bringing actual money.
Very stupid.
You think, right? But they're going to go to state prison, but also they have to pay restitution. And it was like upwards of $100,000 that they robbed. So let's say the person that got robbed would have to, I guess when their wife stopped them when they were going out on a Tuesday night at midnight, where are you going?
Gonna go buy Bitcoins.
I'm going
in
to
a
buy
parking lot.
in a discount Bitcoin in a parking lot. No, you're not. Yes, I am. I rent online all day on YouTube, and you don't understand.
Out of my way.
Got in my way. Registered nurse who goes to work and gets real American money, dummy. I'll show you. And then you go bring real money and you hand it to this woman that said, "Meet me in the parking lot." I'm the discount Bitcoin bandit.
They didn't. They didn't have to say They didn't have to call them that. They could have just called them the Bitcoin
Bitcoin bandits. You think it's rude that they took away some of the $100,000 restitution between the two? That doesn't sound discount to me.
Exactly.
Baller Bitcoin bandits.
Yeah, so that means probably, let's say they probably hit roughly 10 people at $8,000 a piece.
Oh, you'll give me $30,000 in Bitcoin for $8,000? I'll meet you in the Orchard Supply Hardware parking lot at 2 a.m.
Well, because I think at one point Bitcoins were going around that time. They were like 8 to 10,
they
eight to
get
10
right
grand
height.
or something like that. So,
But what? I don't understand how it works.
They would probably transfer it to them digitally, because once you...
But you got to have a meeting point. You have to get the cash.
I don't know how it works.
I don't
know how it works, but...
Is it safe
it definitely
to say
doesn't work the way that they...
But is it safe to say that the men that went to buy these also didn't either?
And thought they were going to get like...
Yeah, that's what's so amazing about that.
It's your Reese's peanut butter Bitcoin.
Yeah, so really should those people be in prison, or should they be celebrated?
Yeah,
and should we give them a better name? And should we just really focus on the men that drove to the various spots and really talk to them about their lives? It was people that were so hyped on Bitcoin from spending so much time on the internet and reading about it, that they were like, oh, this is awesome. This come up is amazing, baby.
If the deal is too good to be true.
Baby, the come up that I'm making tonight, is going to teach you a lesson about what you talk about your real money.
Wait until you see this.
Wait till you see what your husband does.
Yeah. If a deal is too good to be true, it usually is.
Oh, now that's a saying. Your first one earlier, not a saying. That's a saying. How's it go again?
If a deal is too good to be, sounds too good to be true, it usually is.
Probably is, or usually
Probably is. Oh, almost always is.
Breakfast like a king, lunch like a prince, dinner like a pauper.
Yeah.
You look good, you feel good. You feel good, you play good, they pay good. Anything else?
Let me read something.
Oh, I gotta go because I'm meeting somebody.
Cheryl.
I'm meeting Sherilyn.
With the $8,000 cash.
I have $7,100 in tens, and I'm gonna go really show everybody who the boss is, who the boss baby is.
I want to read this. We wanted to.
What is that?
We wanted to talk about this in an earlier episode, and we didn't get a chance to.
It seems like the season to be talking about this.
The hectic holidays are approaching.
Approaching or swallowing us whole right now?
But according to a study shared in the Journal of Consumer Psychology, you shouldn't waste your time immaculately wrapping gifts you bought gifts you bought for everyone.
I'm listening.
They are more inclined to like what's inside if the presents are wrapped poorly.
Tell me, because I like this.
The common assumption is that if someone were to hand you a gift that looks like Martha Stewart herself spent a week flawlessly wrapping it, what's inside must be spectacular to justify all the effort.
Look how gorgeous this is. I don't even want to open it.
And that's exactly what happens. But that assumption can actually be a detriment to the gift giver, because a meticulous wrapping job raises those expectations about the gift itself, which more often than not leads to disappointment. To test this hypothesis, researchers and professors from the University of Nevada, Reno, who specialize in marketing, asked a group of study participants to open a gift that was either wrapped with immense care or sloppily thrown together.
Wow.
The participants were all specifically chosen because they had identified as fans of the Miami Heat basketball team. Identified. I
identify as
Heat fan.
Heater, we call ourselves.
But inside the wrapped gifts was either a Miami Heat mug.
Awesome.
Which would ostensibly be preferred by Heat fans.
I mean, it would be a dream.
Or a mug bearing the logo of the Orlando Magic.
Monster gift.
After opening their gift, but then Shaq was on the Magic and Shaq was on the Heat. So maybe if you're like just down with like the legacy, no.
You self-identify as a heater. So if you got a magician gift, it would be your blood would boil.
Shit. After opening their gift, each participant rated it. by answering a series of 5 questions.
Miami Heat mug, 10 out of 10.
And the results of the study surprisingly revealed that the sloppily wrapped gift was better received overall, even by the eaters.
What? All right.
Who found an Orlando magician mug inside. To confirm their findings, the researchers performed another experiment where a group of participants was shown images of either nicely or poorly wrapped gifts and then asked what their expectations were of what was inside.
Okay.
When the gift's contents were revealed to the participants, a pair of JVC earbud headphones.
Is that good?
No.
Okay.
They then rated whether or not the gift matched their previously reported expectations. The second experiment found that the expectations for the nicely wrapped version of the gift were much higher. But the gift itself was also rated as less favorable by those shown the images of the better wrapping job. However, you might not want to do a sloppy wrapping job on all the presents you plan to give during the holidays.
Okay.
It could be a useful tactic for friends and family who know you already like them. But a third experiment conducted by the researchers found that there's a better chance an acquaintance where a favorable relationship is less established will like the gift when it's wrapped neatly.
Okay.
As the extra time and care taken is an indication that the gift giver views the relationship as important and worth continuing.
I want to continue this. Look at these fine edges. But if you already know somebody,
So,
tape it like a child.
I am a horrendous,
There's no one worse at wrapping gifts than you.
maybe the worst.
All time. Your spatial recognition is so off.
Maybe the worst gift wrapper
Yeah.
of all time. Possibly, I would certainly hope at least considered a pretty good gift giver.
Fantastic gift giver, terrible gift wrapper.
So, but for my family, I wrap all my presents.
You do.
Every year I wrap my presents for them,
But you don't
unless
have to.
there's no, but they're always wrapped terribly, and it's sort of become like a thing because my sister and my mom are like, they could like run a business, and my dad buys everything and has it like gift wrapped professionally, which is like smart also.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. If anyone gives me something professionally wrapped like that, I wouldn't think that they did it themselves. I would assume that it's like, oh, you got it done there. Which is cool
would that
too.
signal to you this person cares about me. They want to continue.
They want to continue this relationship.
I can
this
see.
budding relationship.
Thank you. Oh, candle. Great.
Uh,
Jonathan, I could kind of tell it was a candle before we wrapped it because, like, you didn't wrap it, so the scent of the candle hit me, wafted in, and I could see.
You could see a little.
See
bit.
the D, the I, and the P.
So
right there, sticking out.
I'm very bad at folding shirts, button-down shirts. Very terrible at it. I have relearned several times. Had different people
come in,
show
professionals,
tutors. Not good at wrapping presents, not good at folding shirts. So I think I'm not good at folding? Is that what the problem is?
It's the precision. It's the patience and the precision that it takes. I would think.
I mean, it probably comes down to patience. I'm not going to say you're wrong about that.
When you talk about a gift, isn't the gift the only thing that matters? And how it is presented, it really... Wouldn't you... It's just...
No.
What am I holding in my hand at the end of it?
If it's awesome, it doesn't matter.
Okay. If it sucks,
if it doesn't
it
suck,
matters.
but let's say it's like
let's assume
teetering.
It sucks.
Let's say it's teetering.
It sucks.
If it's like, oh, it's fine, but it's okay. Let's say it's a practical gift, because practical gifts have merit.
What would that be?
Duluth Trading Company underwear.
Okay. Oh wow.
If you gave me those in a better...
What if I didn't wrap them? I just wore them and presented them to you worn.
But if you just handed me a box of Duluth underwear versus if I unwrap them, I think I'd be happier unwrapping them and be more stoked.
Holy shit.
Not holy shit.
If I just whipped them into your chest?
Not holy shit. I don't think... I'd be like...
Holy shit! A 2-pack of Duluth underwear?
But I was just going to say that I think that my presents are probably... like the study does does say that if I was to hand you something shittily wrapped, that you would be like, "Oh, my friend's an idiot," but thank you for the present.
Want to keep this budding podcast going?
No, that my parents, my family, they know me. They know I'm terrible at wrapping. The fact that I continue to do it, as opposed to just putting it in a bag or having it professionally wrapped, the fact that I still year after year don't improve but keep going, I think adds to maybe the gift.
Yeah, the charm that you continue to do it, I think is adorable, like a child. Poorly taping and sticking.
A lot of extra tape.
I'm going to take my gun out and get that last. There's going to be a show on Freeform called Rap Battle.
What is
WRAP?
What is Freeform?
Freeform is one of the hottest new stations on cable. It's a rapping television show. You might want to
watch it.
Lisa they would get on it.
Maybe get on it.
My God, if your sister won Rap Battle.
But they are going like crazy, right? They're making them look like chandeliers and shit.
I
right?
I don't know
running
exactly.
water coming off of them.
Like wow, like falling water. Thank you. Yeah, I guess it doesn't. I guess the rap. That's
you
part
don't
of
give
it.
A fuck.
I don't give a fuck. Yeah. What is it? I'm gonna rate it.
I don't think you've ever given me a wrapped gift.
Definitely not. Probably maybe given you gifts. I don't know.
They might constitute gifts.
Friendship? Is friendship a gift?
We're not talking about that.
Okay.
There have been bags of things that you've given me.
Bags of things. Thank you for this bag.
Mostly free stuff that you've gotten and then given to me.
Bags of free shit.
Definitely stuff that you won't ever use, too. Not definitely.
I would never give somebody something that I wouldn't want or use.
Not parting.
Why would I give it away?
I have.
If you get something from me, assume I hate it. Because if I didn't, it'd be on me, in me, or around me.
I can't do this, so here.
Gross. You take it.
You take these joints.
There's 77 Super Bowl commercial time slots open for the Super Bowl on 02/02/2020. Only 17 are left. If you and I want to get a 30-second spot, it's going to be $5.6 million to get in there. That's a lot of fucking money. And what will we do for 30 seconds? It better be good, because we just spent $5.6 million fucking dollars.
Do you think we could maybe do a Kickstarter for it? Has anyone ever done that?
Done a Kickstarter to raise the money to do a commercial. $5.6 million for a 30-second commercial.
Has anyone ever crowdsourced the money in order to push a product or cause?
That's a good point. We don't. These are really for advertisers because they're trying to sell something.
Or could we go Dutch with if we came up with $1.5 million,
could Pringles
three other
get
people,
the rest?
3 other people come up with $1.5 million, and we'd
let's say Pringles comes up with 5.5 of the 5.6. Let's say.
And then we come up with what? $100K.
We come out of the tubes. Hey!
Like the Keebler elves? What are you saying? Who?
We're in a Pringle tube.
Oh,
it's a life-size Pringle tube. A giant is eating out of the... A giant is eating the Pringles.
I don't think that's been
But when
done.
he reaches in...
We're in there?
He grabs your hair and pulls you out of the Pringle tube. Ta-da! Pringles presents Duluth. You are in your underwear. You come out in your chonies out of the... It's a collab between you, Duluth, and Pringles.
I think there's probably a way that we could get in on a group commercial. Several...
10 different podcasts?
Right.
Okay.
Something like that.
Something to that.
$500,000 each.
Yeah.
So much money.
And we all just come in and yell the name of it? Or
yeah. Try and,
like a signature bit, but
just you don't have enough time for a bit.
You don't have anything.
It's got to be just a catchphrase.
Yell something. USA Today snap, shh, and it would cut away.
Yeah.
All right. Hwood Group. It's a prominent nightlife company. It's responsible for some of the hottest spots Active spots in Hollywood right now.
Currently.
Bootsy Bellows, Blind Dragon, Delilah.
Never been to any of those or heard of any of them.
They're red hot. They're hottest.
Bootsy Bellows?
Bootsy Bellows, Blind Dragon, and Delilah. Blind Dragon actually might be, I think it's in the building or where you were born, essentially. So it's almost as
downstairs?
if- yeah, like
Yeah,
kinda,
that place is popping.
So like,
That's changed hands a couple of times.
don't you get?
In free.
Well, you have
I
a
was
life.
born here.
I was motherfucking born here. I'll not motherfucking die here. Do you even want to come here?
Do you want to be here,
Do you
though?
even want to be here, though? They've been allegedly serving alcohol to underage celebrities.
No.
Ooh, hot, fucking juicy G. Insider is a website. It said their mission is to inform and inspire. So I guess they think they've done some sort of like breaking detective journalism work. Insider says they started looking into H-Wood. They discovered a company culture that caters illegally to celebrities that want to drink underage. Justin Bieber back in 2014, they have footage. Several former employees told Insider underage drinking is a regular occurrence at H-Wood properties. Kylie Jenner once had a drink. A guy was like, I saw it. Chloe Grace Moretz, I saw her have a gin and tonic. I'm a former employee psychopath. So, yeah, I mean, the Insider just broke it. You know, it said that when management was told, you know, I have some concerns about, like, this underage celebrity, quote, the employees were told to break the law anyway.
These former employees.
Please. Well, Insider, you done it. You fucking got the scoop.
You broke it open.
You broke it wide open.
Gonzo journalism.
Your gonzo journalism. You really did. You went undercover as an employee at Bootsy Bellows. You worked there for 3 years, and you saw one of the kids from fucking Blackish take a sip of beer when he was handing it to somebody else. You got him! You saw the cast of Stranger Things
Getting shadracked.
shadracked on those hard seltzers the kids are on. You got him! Nothing else to write about. Nothing else to report.
Well, Seth, it's not cool. It's not okay. It's a
gateway.
No one's above the law, you know?
Nobody is above the law.
And the law is there to protect the youth.
Even the management of Blind Dragon. It's
Thank
where you were
very
born.
much.
Where were you born? Blind Dragon's kitchen. You should find the exact spot and say this was it right here.
I would have to. I wonder what. It's upstairs. I know that. So
You gotta
it's.
find that. Do you think that doctor's office is still there? What suite? We should get to the
I
bottom.
don't
of that.
think there's still.
Can we go to the exact spot that we were born and do some sort of ceremony? Wouldn't that be mean something? Find out the exact place where you were born and do some sort of incense burning or some spiritual thing. Drench you in something.
For what? To gain.
Would it? I'm wondering if we found out. If we asked your mom and she knows, yeah, it was on this floor, this suite, and whatever it is now, like, what could it possibly?
It's probably some type of.
You think it's still a medical establishment?
Maybe it's still a medical office. Who knows? I have no idea.
It's probably maybe a cam girl, like the floor is now for cam girls.
Okay.
So let's say we have to not only tell management and because we're going to have to use one of the rooms, say to that one, I'm sorry, we're going to give you the money
We'll
that
pay
you would have
you for the
made because
day.
we need this for, we're going to do a ceremony. You can be a part of it,
on
please.
cam.
On cam. So we go into that cam room because that's the exact spot where you were brought into Earth. And I dump buckets of something on you. I don't know what it is yet. You have to get shit dumped on you in some way. A bucket of some sort of liquid.
Yeah.
It could be anything. I don't know.
Then.
I don't know. You'd probably start crying.
Like
maybe,
a rebirth of some sort? Or?
I don't know exactly right now what it would be. But Imagine you having me dump a bucket of something on you in the exact place you were born. You'd probably start crying.
Well, maybe just because of the, like,
I don't know exactly what
I don't
that
like
is.
the idea of it. So
You don't
I
like
might,
me just repeatedly dumping buckets of some type of liquid on you.
But you would do this as well? I would go to your birthplace?
Hell no.
Dump in a hospital? That's
No.
probably still a hospital.
No. But we're going to do that.
I'll ask my
Maybe
parents.
we should do your 45th birthday? Is that what we can do for your birthday?
No. I
Crazy
will
birthday.
not do that.
We have to fit how many rooms the cam room can fit, how many people we can invite.
Over the years, scientists have recorded same-sex sexual behavior in more than 1,500 animal species, from snow geese to common toads. And for just as long, evolutionary biologists studying these behaviors have grappled with what has come to be known as a Darwinian paradox.
Interesting.
How can these behaviors be so persistent when they offer no opportunity to produce offspring? In a new article, researchers from the Yale School of Forestry and Environmental Studies make the case that it's time to reframe the question from, quote, why do animals engage in same-sex behavior, to why not? Writing in the journal Nature, Ecology, and Evolution, the authors suggest that these behaviors may actually have been part of the original ancestral condition in animals and have persisted because they have few, if any, costs and perhaps some important benefits. We propose a shift in our thinking on the sexual behaviors of animals, says Julia Monk, lead author and F&ES doctoral candidate. Forestry and Environmental Studies, F&ES. We are excited to see how relaxing traditional constraints on evolutionary theory of these behaviors will allow for a more complete understanding of the complexity of animal sexual behaviors.
Relax. Chill. Why you been asking why? You should be asking why not.
Well, I think if you believe that sexual activity
Yes.
is, there's just the idea that humans are the only animals that have that receive physical gratification from sex, that every other animal is just trying to further the
Absurd.
species. I mean, it doesn't make any fucking sense.
They don't
it's
believe
like
that, do they?
They're having, well, I think the idea was that's the driving force behind it. And it's like, and that may be the case for us too, but that
Well,
driving
maybe.
force also comes from the fact that there's a physical reward that we receive from doing that act. Otherwise, we probably wouldn't do it. So if nature's motive is to get us to propagate our own species, then giving the animal a reward for doing that would probably be the most sensible, way of rewarding, what?
I'm listening.
That there's a physical
You mean someone's giving these animals a reward?
Mother Nature.
Mother Nature.
God.
Has given these animals a reward outside of the
Sex feels good for animals, for all,
for
anyone who can have
for
sex.
1,500.
So if you take that part out of it, then it's like, well, then same-sex sex is going to feel good, just like,
what took so long? Why didn't they fucking come up with this back in the 70s?
I think what
when things were
she's talking
swinging?
about is the fact that it's not so much that they didn't come up with it, but that the traditional constraints that we have and the stigma that we have attached to.
So you think it took humans breaking down those?
Relax and loosen up to be like, all right, we have to be able to maybe accept this as not some type of condition, as opposed to a part of our makeup.
Don't cost nothing. It said it.
Right, and that there's no, that they can't find any. The idea of how is this persisted if it goes against, and it's like, well, it doesn't really go against. It doesn't stop anything else from happening.
No.
You know.
So they're just
Things take a long time with science.
I guess.
Long time.
Because they're very, what are they? They're just very rigid in their thoughts.
Very analytical, and things have to go through rigorous
They don't party.
Testing and theory.
They don't get loose.
Scientists?
Yeah.
Yeah, they get loose.
Oh, they do get
Yeah,
loose.
they like make their own drugs and stuff. Secret ass new drugs that we don't know
that we
about.
don't even know about. No, they don't. You wish they did. That's a great movie. It's scientists that get like mad loose, but most don't. Probably
not.
Very rigid.
Yeah.
In fact, never have gotten loose.
Maybe.
If they had ever gotten loose, they probably wouldn't even be doing what they're doing.
Because they'd be like, this is...
Because they'd be out at the club.
This is bogus.
This is what I do.
Maybe at whatever Bella Lugosi's.
I'm at Bella Lugosi's house. Hottest new club in town.
Baba Ganoush.
You got to get into a coffin and it brings you, it lowers you into the club.
Into the bar.
Oh, it's fucking crazy.
What is it called? Bella and the Bulldogs? What is it fucking
Bella
called?
and the Bulldogs Experience is something that I've been working on.
Adult experience.
It's Bella and the Bulldogs triple X experience.
Erotic adult experience.
Well, we could take, really with that, because we've really recreated the sets of what I'm working on. Just the way they do what they fucking, look, it's the Peach Pit or the fucking, when they did the fucking Saved by the Bell bullshit. I'm doing that at the Grove. I'm doing a Bella and the Bulldogs experience.
That's funny because no one will know what it is.
Nobody showed up.
No one knows what it is. They just walked right through it.
See, it's so lifelike.
Well,
what are you going to do? I have a Harper's Index here. The estimated amount of money that Americans spent on bottled water in 2018. There is no way that you can get this.
This is the average amount that each person did?
No, what we spent as Americans, America through the eyes of two American Americans. What did our country in 2018, the last year that they have concrete fiscal evidence, how much money did we spend on bottled water? Jonathan, the number is so weird that I found numbers for about 10 years ago that were so big that maybe if it was that much then, maybe it would have been, because it's certainly in the last decade popped off.
Maybe I'm like $2.8 billion.
31 billion.
Yeah, well, I'm off.
But your number was huge. Probably too much. This probably is too much. Probably shouldn't spend that much money on bottled water.
Most money.
I mean...
But that's just bottled water. That's not the water that we have coming out of our taps that we're also paying for.
Oh, do we pay for that?
Yeah.
They charge us for that shit?
Yeah.
No. Give me my money back. They honestly charge us for that?
Yeah, a decent amount.
No, can't do it. Can we spend that much money? Is that figure? It was like the last, when I just typed it in, how much do we spend? Like that's something from a business journal in 2011. It was like, or 2007, it was 11 million. And I'm like, well, yeah, we've definitely taken the game, 11 billion. We've definitely taken the game to the next level in the last, I don't know. I mean, we have to do it because we can't drink anything that hasn't been like done. Something's been done to it.
But you could do that stuff to it yourself.
I got that thing.
Which thing?
That pure water thing.
That thing doesn't work that well.
That's what I think. I don't know.
You need like a Berkey.
What's that?
It's a gravity filtration
Is that
process.
some sort of like outdoor people type shit?
What does that mean? Like hippie shit?
No, not hippie shit. Hippie shit's wonderful.
It's
more your like magazines that talk about things.
No, it's a thing.
It's a real thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Because my pure PUR, I got it. I thought this will be good. Can't drink the plastic because it will kill you, and won't be using plastic bottles. That'd be good, and it will be economical and it'll be ecological.
But it tastes like shit.
It doesn't taste any different.
You don't believe it.
I don't believe it.
Right. That's why you should get a Berkey.
I gotta get a Berkey. You gonna wrap that in a bow and drop that off for me?
I might.
Wrap it up. I don't give a fuck how it looks.
You might.
Just put it in a bag and give it to me.
But do you still go up the street here?
What? And use that? And get water?
Yeah. Where do you get your gallons?
Oh, I get them wherever I go, but I got this thing to stop doing that.
In order to stop doing it?
Yeah, to stop.
How long ago?
I've had it, I don't know, a couple months, a few months.
And you've been using it?
I've been using it. I just changed that. I'm thinking of it because I changed a filter and I don't know.
They don't work that well.
It has a light that tells me when I have to change it. It goes from yellow to red. That's fake, right?
No, it's...
Yeah. I mean, it's colored, so I thought...
No, how much did you spend on it?
It was maybe 40?
Yeah.
40 or 50?
So, it probably works
so it
about that
doesn't
much.
work. It works for about $40 worth, which means it doesn't work. You're actually getting
It already
extra
stopped
lead.
working. Get a Berkey.
I gotta get a Berkey, but does Berkey flash different colors?
No.
Nah, sorry, dog. Because,
Berkey's
green...
not electric.
Green is good and red's bad, bro.
You don't need to change the...
Dog!
You don't ever need to change
Green
the
means
filter.
go, red means stop. My water and my driving.
It's a stainless steel canister. Half is Berkeyed water, the other half is unberkeyed water. You pour into the top and it goes through gravity through a carbon filter.
Do I gotta go to like fucking Cabela's to get this?
You could order it online.
Okay.
They're expensive though.
What are we looking at? More than 40? 60. 70. I'll go to 75.
It depends on how important it is to you.
I want to do right by Mother Nature.
What about your body?
And my own body. Gotta hydrate. It's the holidays. You don't hydrate, dog. Your blood sugar levels go. You're fucking, the room is spinning. You're holding on for dear life.
I don't think one of those is appropriate for the amount of water that you push through it and drink on a regular basis.
You don't think that mine
I'm
is?
sure I'm sure it's fine for, like, okay, it's better, but it's not what you need.
I need that Birkenstock.
I didn't know that you did that.
Yeah, you didn't see my thing that's on top of the
Well, not
microwave?
only, I didn't know, I did see it. I didn't know that you did it in order to stop going to the machine.
Oh, I don't go to the machine.
What do you do?
I just buy jugs of water. Dog, the machine is out in the open. People stuck their mouths on it and they drink it. You think I would go to a public bubbler and fill up my shit and drink it?
I thought that's what you did.
Dog.
There's one at
You think I'd walk to where outdoors, where any person in the world, an outdoor situation where they can stick their body parts nude onto the spout? That's crazy. No, I just buy expensive, like $1 bottle, spend money.
Not
It's like a waste of money. But when you do it, when you drink as much water, if you do it all the time.
But you buy them out of those old, the ones you buy are in those old ass milk jugs.
Yeah, just wherever.
So, I mean, that's like the worst
That's what
kind
I'm saying.
of
I'm
plastic.
sucking in all that plastic. It's been in the heat. It's been in the
They go soft if they get warm and shit. It starts to like becomes part of the water.
Yeah, it becomes part of you. But why are my biceps so jacked? It's just the plastic.
It's just the oil and plastic.
You think that I would walk out to a machine that the world can take their dicks out and stick their dicks to the spout part, and I would put my jug there and be like, dick water, and pour it and drink it. Okay, so you don't know me.
You don't know me.
So it's 14 years later, you don't know me.
I don't know why I thought that that's what happened.
Come on, kids, we're going down to the public dick water spout. We'll fill up our jugs. But Dad, it's so open.
So dicky.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week, outside in the elements. It's totally safe, kids. Your dad's still here, isn't he?
It's tough, man.
So tough out there. You want to do right by
yourself,
by Mother Nature.
and
Mother Nature
and
first, then
then
for me
yourself.
it goes Mother Nature,
me, family,
my mother, Mother Marcia, me.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Sounds about right.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Berkey's the way.
I gotta get me a Berkey. You gotta get me a Berkey.
Shouts to Berkey.
How do you spell that?
Berky.
It's a real thing.
It's a very real thing.
I'm gonna look into it.
It's the best thing you can get. I don't fuck around.
I know you don't, but this isn't gonna make.
I don't have one, but
this isn't gonna
I
turn
get
me
water
into
delivery.
That's good or bad?
Better because the
Okay.
bottles are huge and
Like
they
Poland
pick them up.
Springs or something.
It's not even that good.
Okay.
It's like Arrowhead or Sparklets or some shit. Because I've got the Sparklets
This
Sparklets
Berkey's not
factory.
gonna turn me into like some sort. I'm not gonna want to like go out in the woods and shit. I'm not gonna start like.
It's an indoor product.
Okay. This is not made
It's
for
too big to be an outdoor
like
product.
this isn't some sort of anti-government like militia type product.
No, it's it's tried and true.
It's very good American-made product.
Stainless steel.
Perfect.
I think the filters are.
It's not gonna. I'm not
good
gonna
for
end
like,
up.
I think the filters are good for like 10 years or 15 years.
But
or
I'm not
something
gonna
like
be
that.
on weird websites.
But you're never gonna
suddenly,
buy one.
Subconsciously,
I'm
2
gonna
in the
have to
morning.
buy you one because they're like $400.
Don't wrap it. Just drop it off.
I'll just toss it at
Put a
you.
bow on it. Roll it in.
Cities with the longest average commutes in minutes. This is a USA Today snapshots.
Oh, wow.
Excuse me.
Oh.
I'm shocked that Los Angeles isn't on here.
Not even on there.
Not even on the list. So all my complaining.
How many
I do,
cities?
This will be 5.
And they're 5 worse than LA.
Definitely are in the top 10.
But these are this.
This is it. San Francisco 55.3.
Okay.
Average commute. So everyday Joe, no matter what the fuck they're doing.
So half an hour to work, half an hour on the way home.
Yeah. Miami 56.5 minutes. Houston 59.15.
Sounds like you're about to dip over an hour right now.
New York 60.88.
That maybe that doesn't count though, because maybe that's just you don't live in the city you live.
Well, I think a lot of this has to do with people that live in the suburbs because they can't
Okay.
afford to live in the city that they actually work in. So
So
they've
if
been
you-
forced to be outside. So the commute gets longer because the cost of living in the city where the money is too high.
Possible. Okay.
Number 1, Washington, D.C., 65.84.
I know we did shows in New York and Philly and DC 3 days in a row.
Yeah.
In 2014, January.
I don't know.
We got in a car in Philly. We made it to the sign that said, America, you're right here, baby. DC, District of Columbia. It took us maybe 2 hours. And then from that sign to the hotel, I think took like an hour and 15 minutes.
It was insane. Yeah. And I've gotten caught. I mean, San Francisco traffic, if you get caught in it, is absolutely insanity. Obviously, LA is bad, but not even.
That would be.
But doing that every day.
But that's
to know that was no matter what.
That's the least.
There's also something about it that I find to be.
I guess it depends too. If you're. That you mean traffic, so you mean if you're moving, let's say it was 30 minutes and you're driving, that doesn't feel bad, right?
Well, maybe this is a commute.
So maybe
it's that it's so
if you're
expensive that you've got to live so far away.
But if you're kind of moving at a normal pace, 30 minutes is not crazy.
No.
It's just what if the 30 minutes was like
dead
you're in a
stop.
that would
you
be
can see where you need to go.
Yeah, I'm going to that building right there. The
I'll
one
be
that I
there
just
in
threw the
30
gum at and hit the
35
guy in
minutes.
front. But I guess that's when you just put on some of that fucking oh yeah, dude. And you just
chill with your bros.
I don't give a fuck how long. I wish I lived further away. I wish I lived in Austin and worked in Houston. I'd do it every fucking day. My boys take me home.
Take me home, boys.
Boys, take me home. You're into this here, I think. We're going to go about 30 miles northwest of Los Angeles. So 3 hours away.
Sorry,
With
you
traffic.
just said. Wait,
With traffic.
So wait, though.
We're going to go 30 miles northwest of Los Angeles. Get your bearings.
Northwest?
Get your bearings.
That sounds like Malibu.
30 miles northwest. We're going to go to a square mile of rolling slopes covered with absolutely beautiful young trees laden with fragrant yellow fruit, evoking the Arcadian vistas of classic citrus crate labels. You remember those beautiful old wooden crates we'd put our citrus in? Everything looks familiar, but inside the lemons that we're finding in these classic crates, there's a crucial difference. There are no seeds. What? Can that be? You may wonder, Jonathan, what took so long? Since most other kinds of citrus have largely lost their seeds, but standard lemon varieties such as Eureka in Lisbon are hard to crossbreed because they closely derive from one ancestor, a natural hybrid of citron and sour orange that originated thousands of years ago in northeastern India. But this grove is part of a huge bet by America's largest fruit grower, the Wonderful Company, that it can revolutionize a historically unvarying California crop.
Like Palm Wonderful?
Palm Wonderful, exactly.
They're the biggest fruit company in the
They're the biggest
in the world?
fruit company in the universe. That includes this universe.
The outerverse.
The Wonderful Company, they own Fiji Water. That probably makes them some money. Palm Wonderful, which I guess made them
A lot of
all
money.
the money. From
Now
what I
nobody
saw in
gives a
this,
fuck
they
about
made
it.
a little bet on the pomegranate and making it, and it turned out to be a hit. They also do those halos, those little baby mandarins, and that was an even bigger success story. So now here they are, playing God, taking the game to the next level. You know, I love lemons. One problem, the seeds.
Never really heard anyone complain about that.
Everyone's been talking about it thousands of years, from northeastern India till today. So I didn't either, but I guess
Because you don't eat lemons.
You don't eat them?
Well, you don't eat them like you would other citrus fruit. So
You don't sit
you
down
don't
like-
dig into one and be like, oh, let me.
God, I love this lemon. It doesn't bother you at all? Not at all.
I mean, some people do that,
Some people must do
but
that.
not enough
Cleansed
to warrant being
for this company to spend all their money
So
on this.
why make it seedless? Because it's easier to juice.
I guess no matter what, if it made it more convenient, get the seeds out. Spend $1 billion and do it.
This might not be a good bet for them.
You think that the Palm Wonderful Company
Their luck
could be,
may have finally run out.
by
here.
the end of this new decade, you might be done. Oh, your palm juice, love it. You love those little bottles? That's what did it for you. The shape.
I didn't like them.
You didn't like that. The shape or
But
the
I
drink?
just remember how big the campaign was, and also it was the first heavy-duty use of the word antioxidant, which then
Oh, maybe you're right, which
blueberries
really-
became a huge thing because blueberries had been around forever, but they realized they could also get
Wait
on
a
this
minute, these are
antioxidant train.
antioxidants.
But Palm Wonderful was the first brand to have that term sort of blatantly
up
on their
and get
label.
up in our fucking-
Pomegranate juice is good, but I wasn't. It was.
You've always been a cranberry man, so love to get in your bogs and just do your damn thing. So you think that this huge, this might be a,
This might be a
you
wrap.
might have been like,
Might be a wrap for Wonderful.
guys, that might not be it's not that big of a deal.
Not that big
no
a deal.
one even gives a fuck.
I don't think anyone cares.
And then they'd yell at you. You don't know. Hey, it's not my company.
If you had told me the other things, I would have been like, that sounds like a great idea.
Those
Those halos are fucking.
You love those halos.
It's like, did they do cuties too? Are they responsible for those
Is a cutie the same as a halo, or maybe a cutie's a halo ripoff?
Halo makes cuties maybe
Maybe cutie by Halo, by Palm,
by Wonderful.
by Wonderful. I don't know, man.
But they fucked up with this
It's just
one.
that they fucked up with this one, but it does make you think about the new decade. We're gonna get a lot of new good shit.
Hybrids.
A lot of hybrids, a lot of new flavors, a lot of things we never even imagined.
Or couldn't
Where are we
have.
going to find these
couldn't
things,
have
though?
imagined.
Is
At
this
your
going to
local
just be
grocer.
Were they right in front of us and we didn't think? Are these flavor combinations going to be something that have existed within the natural world, but just we've discovered
I
them?
mean, I think everything exists within the natural world. It needs to in order for us to experience
have they come
it.
to the mainstream? Are there flavors that our taste buds have yet to indulge in from various parts of the globe that we'll see in the coming years?
Well-
Is that something to be excited about?
Well, for instance,
On the culinary front?
umami is probably something that we as Westerners have only recently started to familiarize
New-
our palate with.
If you will.
And so we could assume that there's maybe other things
Are there
that
Moroccan dishes that we have not been introduced to yet that could change our lives for the better?
quite possibly.
Are there grains we've never heard of, yet that centuries of people have subsisted on? That's what I'm saying to you.
I don't know about
This
that.
new decade is endless.
It is. It's endless.
We could go to the moon, maybe even.
Workers in the construction industry are most likely to use cocaine and misuse prescription opioids
Yep.
compared with other employees, according to a study published by the Center for Drug Use and HIV/HCV Research at the New York University College of Global Public Health.
Wow. You said construction workers?
Yeah.
They fucking love cocaine.
This is due to the high injury and fatality rates that result from falls, overexertion, and being struck by or caught in heavy machinery. The high rates of injuries and labor-intensive work can lead to treatment or self-treatment with pain medication. The study found that 12.5% of construction workers used marijuana, compared with 7.5% of all other workers. The analysis was based on a survey of 293,492 employees, which is a shitload, from 2005 to 2014. It's pretty
It's comprehensive.
pretty comprehensive.
And they're talking about cocaine, huh?
Weed, cocaine, and opioids.
The good shit.
Construction workers also had the second highest rate of marijuana usage after employees in service jobs. Investigators took workplace drug policies into consideration. They also found that stricter policies were linked with less marijuana use.
Okay.
Quote, coupled with reports of high overdose mortality among construction workers, our findings suggest that prevention and harm reduction programming is needed to prevent drug-related risks and mortality among this population, said Danielle Ompad, lead author of the study and associate professor of epidemiology at NYU College of Global Public Health. They don't really address the cocaine. They only address
they
the
go away from the
marijuana and
cocaine.
the fact that they injure themselves so they get strung out on fucking bikes.
Totally. That's separate. Talking
The
about that
cocaine is because they work
because they're construction workers and they love cocaine.
because they just party.
They have those vests, so it's good. They have a little
It's a nice
for
spot for it. No,
But-
it's because they work terrible hours.
it. Okay.
They fucking
Or could it just be that fucking dudes that love cocaine happen to like
Building shit?
construction? They like to get into it. They like to get fucking all gacked out and be like, let's build this shit.
well, that's sort of what I mean.
Okay. I mean, because it's very hard. The chicken or the egg, really. The cocaine or the hammer, Jonathan. You don't know.
What came first?
Some people maybe get into.
What did you pick up first, the cocaine or the hammer?
What'd you do, baby? Sometimes we don't know what these things. They try to. You got the data and you got the numbers, and so maybe they're in lax. There are reasons, but sometimes people get into certain types of fields, and I don't know. Maybe like.
Well, you mean like construction workers?
I bet more
They're all
construction workers do cocaine than librarians.
They also go to jail more.
than librarians.
Yeah.
Who do you think does more cocaine? Librarians? In general, let's say you and I walked into 10 Los Angeles libraries, walked up, you and I both just picked a librarian, walked up to her and we were like, hey,
You want to do a line?
you party? And put a line of cocaine out. What do you think would happen? She'd probably scream and call the police?
1 out of every 10 would
1 out of 10 would
like-
hit that.
maybe hit it
Boom.
or be like, get that away, but like,
But I get off
Text me.
at like 5:15. I drink.
meet
across the
me
street,
over
yeah.
meet me over
If we went to 10 construction sites, just picked a random construction dude, walked up to him, and we're like, "What's up, bro?" and laid out a rail. How many hit it right there?
all of them.
All of them. Look both ways. Call over other people.
Even the ones that are like sober and like doing well, you would
Yeah.
like make them
Oh,
relapse.
fuck, I've been sober for 2 years. Give me that fucking thing. Bam. I don't know. We got to do our own study.
Yeah.
They're crunching numbers, but
They got the data, but
you got the data, but you go into the field like
know,
we do?
Do they know the roots of these?
I love that.
These
Get
hypotheses.
Get my
or not.
boots out. I love that. Get my hard hat out. I'll go in. I'll act it. I'll fucking 21 Jump Street it. Oh, people be like, what do you do? Yeah, I'm here. I just got hired on Union. Why do you walk like that? Is that how? That's how I walk when I'm on cocaine and I'm got my tool belt. I'd love that. You should give me that. What should you give me for Christmas?
A tool belt?
Give me some sort of like set of like, what's that? Makita? Is that a thing? Is that how you say it? Is that a word? Get me or Black and Decker. I know that. Go to fucking Home Depot and get me some sort of like fucking set, but legit, just so I can have it around me and just be like, "What's up?" Tape measure, my fucking belt. What's up? And just fucking measure shit. I might just start carrying the tape measure right on me at all times and just measure shit with a pencil, and people would be like, "You've got to be something." Because why would he be doing that?
Gotta be something.
Why would he be doing that? Just in random places, just measure some shit and just nod. Like, that guy just take out a tape measure and measure the table and then nod? Yeah, man. Got a set. Are we doing we're okay technologically?
We're getting a little anemic in the battery department.
You know, we're having a lot of battery issues. We're recharging. We're buying new ones. Keep them out of the freezer. I read it once for the last time. It don't mean nothing. It just don't mean nothing.
I think
Don't mean nothing to put
doesn't
them in
do
the freezer.
anything?
Don't do nothing. From the latest thing I read, although I'm sure I'll read something in a couple weeks.
I mean, I
says,
don't do that.
Get them in there.
but I guess maybe that
You don't
work
got no room.
in my freezer.
Yeah, you can't fucking
Got all that game.
all that venison and fucking Ben and Jerry's. God, that guy's got a lot of fucking Ben and Jerry's
I'm
and a lot
off.
of venison. Off venison or off the Ben and Jerry's?
I'm off all refined sugar.
You're done. Why? If it fucking any sort of refined, any white sugar, any flour, any fucking, you're done with it.
I'm off refined sugar. I'm a week in.
How do you feel?
Fine.
Okay.
I haven't given up bread or anything.
No, but you're off like sugar.
I'm off all refined sugar.
You don't even miss it.
I'm off most sugar entirely.
You don't
but
miss it.
I am having some I'm having like blueberries in my fucking.
Hey, what's wrong with that?
Little parfait and shit like that, and but no
bullshit.
no fruit juice, no soda, no caramel macchiatos, no
Really?
no ice cream, no nothing. It's been a
Like
week.
your game. You don't miss it.
I miss today. I missed it coming here because I have a little bit of like a,
Psychologically, you got to have a drink to come.
Yeah,
in.
I mean the mornings, the first 3 days, like I had like, I think probably what would feel like a, good coffee splitting coffee headache kind of thing, withdrawally.
Vasoconstrictor.
But I am trying to stay just
Positive.
about it. My doc kind of came because I had another meeting with my doctor,
Brought you back in.
and she was like,
"Get your pants off."
"You're
I thought it was just a follow up on the first results.
She's like,
"Get your fucking pants
we're
off."
following up, all right, following up on this dick."
Shit.
No, she was just we had a
Heart to heart.
heart to heart going into the holidays. It's gonna be tough to get through the holidays. So
Impossible.
basically, trying to address some of the sugar stuff prior, knowing that I'll probably have to will or have to indulge to some extent in some sweets and shit like that through the holidays, but then we'll come into the new year and get back to it. But it's been a week.
Finding out from somebody close to you that Brad Pitt still smokes cigarettes, is that going to make it harder? You'll probably make it harder for you to quit.
Yes.
Knowing that Brad Pitt still smokes cigarettes
Didn't make it harder for me to quit. It made me want to quit less.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
When you found out this week
I don't know
that
if you're
Brad
supposed to-
Pitt
Yeah.
smokes cigarettes, you were like, "Oh, I'm definitely not
I'm
quitting."
still in.
If you had found out that Brad Pitt was like, somebody offered him a smoke and he turned it down because he was off of it, you'd be like, "I'm going to get off of it." But nah, you can't now. The pit stop still likes to hit it. I got this. I guess it's a magnet because you
Feels like
put
it.
it on. It's
Looks
almost
like-
like a save the date, except it's not something beautiful like a marriage and a wedding.
Something disgusting.
It's something cruel. It's something sadistic. They want me to put it on my fridge, and every day they want me to look at it.
And why is this sadistic?
It just seems very cold-hearted and
Well, it's
mean.
because it's
Just that reminder that it's been that long.
Well, it doesn't actually say how long it's been. It just says it's alumni weekend. So different
Okay.
alumni coming at different times. There'll be alumni there that graduated in 2019.
Well, this is an Emerson College alumni weekend, but it says 2020.
So that's the year that it's going to happen.
I guess but isn't
So
it
it's just-
cruel to
it's-
everyone that from the class of 1995 that they sent it to? Isn't that cruel?
I think it's more just
A reminder.
A reminder
that you graduated college 25
that you
fucking
still
years ago.
haven't donated any money to them.
You think it's more to just try to get that, or is it more just to say?
No, I'm saying it's a
You don't think it's silently just staring at me and laughing and
no, because I think there's people that are like proud of that.
so got it. Give me another one. I want one for the fridge at work where I
So
make all the money.
The thing is that
I see.
if my school, like if Verde Valley sent me this, it would be cruel because I didn't graduate from there.
Oh,
but they still invite me.
They do. It's on my fridge.
So that's cruel.
Okay.
This is more
You
just
don't think that? Or you think I just might be interpreting it as cruel
yeah.
because they're telling me you graduated from
you've-
college in June
1,000
25 years ago.
Yeah. But
Well, I think it's criminal.
I mean, if you've been to any
No.
No 10-year reunions, no anything like that.
Oh, no.
No
No.
high school reunion.
No, I haven't done a high school reunion
No
yet.
college.
Still waiting for
alumni?
this thing to pop off.
The show.
Yeah, me and you.
But you could. It's big enough that you could lie at a high school reunion and make them think it's bigger than it is.
No.
Because if you put your name in Google, it shows up like a lot. There's a lot of people like holding you and smiling.
If you put your name in Google, there's a lot of people holding you and
You know
smiling.
what I mean?
Would I have to print out all of that photographic evidence and just bring it and be like, look at this person.
No,
This person's holding me and
become
smiling.
that guy that's like, Google me.
Google me. People hold me and smile. This proof is in the pudding. No, I
I mean, if you would, I can't.
To unlock your iPhone.
You can't.
That guy.
It's
That
the guy.
asshole.
It's like I can't go to a high school reunion in LA and fake the funk, but you could go to fucking bumfuck fucking whatever.
Watch your ass.
Whatever that little shithole town you're from.
Watch your
and
fucking mouth.
You could dupe those people into thinking it. You know?
Oh, I'm huge.
Yeah.
Are you though? We know what you drive.
Well, that's part of the act.
Yeah, it's all. I mean, I have a Tesla. That's just for the show. That's for show. It's show business.
You know how it is.
You know how it is. Got the magnet.
Go socks.
Lich. Hey, you see my socks? They have the show. My name and things on it. No. Oh wow! Look at this crazy picture of this guy holding me. See how he's holding me up like a baby
Smiling.
and smiling? Yeah, he's from Milwaukee. I would never have known him. Cool, right? Nah, fucked.
Still waiting for this to pop off, huh?
Still waiting for this to pop off.
Well,
Roll in there strong. You might have to come with me.
just to prove it.
They just really fucking go for it. Turn the lights on.
Do a show.
Yeah. Break off
We
10
It's
minutes.
the only way we got to do 15.
Yeah. Do a tight 10.
You guys have been
man.
great.
You man, it's a December to remember, right, guys? No, it would be more of a summer thing, so we'd have to kind of
Yeah.
come up with, what about that fucking, what's the song of the summer?
You guys have been great.
You guys have been great. I'm going back to Hollywood. It's pretty far away.
Please don't ever come.
Don't come. I'm in the book, but don't.
Don't drive by.
All right, man. Be good. Drive safe. Drive safe. I think you say seatbelts. Yeah, my bad. Seatbelts. I thought, my bad. Cool. Heads up. Thumbs up. Fuck. Waiting for this to pop off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
they really wanted to give that to. Really wanted to say to me, hey,
rub it in your face.
rub it in my face.
Rub your nose in it.
Rub my nose in it. How's it been? Been about 25. You must be killing it.
Must be killing.
Oh, it's been 25 years. You must be destroying it. Had to put a magnet in my fucking face. I think it's a bit much. That's just me.
This is our show.
It's yeah, dude.
Our sweet show.
It's a podcast. We started it in February of 2006. Here we are coming in end of the year, December 2019.
End of the decade.
Getting ready for January 2020. Greatest decade ever. Happy that we can keep doing the show. Grateful that you allow us to keep doing the show. Please keep supporting us so we can keep doing the show, because it's crucial that Yeah Dude rolls into this new decade, because this is going to be the height of
This is the one.
existence of comedy and technology and art and laughter. And
If you want to help us keep this thing going, please, like a lot of other fellow listeners, keep the show afloat, keep Seth and I living, and keep the show advertising and commercial free. The best way you could do that was to go to our Patreon page and pledge us some money a month. You also get the video versions of all these episodes and the archived episodes that are no longer fit on iTunes.
you mean even on the internet, which can all the knowledge of the entire universe through all of time can be held on a fingertip, but it's not big enough to hold how many episodes that we've created. Think about that, Jonathan.
Yeah, comedy's too heavy.
Jonathan, think about the vastness. All of the history of the world can fit again onto a fingertip.
Stop doing that.
But it can't hold all of our comedy. 750. What was the episode? Is this
59?
759 episodes of comedy. Oh yeah, dude, America through the eyes of two American Americans.
Go to the
Tell
website.
a friend. Go to the
friend,
website.
buy some stuff. We got socks for sale.
Call the voicemail. Share your thoughts.
888-842-2357.
What are you most excited about for the new decade?
And come back for 760.
Come back for 760. Over the holiday season, friends and family, mention the show for us. Mention, oh yeah, dude.
It's a good idea.
Because people are together. They're happy. They're merry. They're drinking. There's celebrations.
Yeah.
People they're in the mood for they might need a new podcast for 2020.
To kick it off.
They don't want the same old fucking stale shit. Not in a new decade.
Yeah.
Right? They don't want that. Oh, God. It's so fucking, so stale. Why don't you keep it fresh? Don't you like it fresh?
These two guys that have been doing the same thing for 14 years.
The same exact show. So when people say, hey, I was listening to episode 31, it sounds exactly the same. Oh, fuck. Never mind. I'm out. We out. Heads up. Or drive safe.
Heads up.
Drive safe.
Come back next week. Drive safe.
Seatbelts.
Seatbelts.